Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of Beyond Reality for May the 30th. I'm SOLRETA and Taria, and we are going to go on another little adventure today. We have this beautiful druzy quartz, which is a bit of a smoky quartz as well, but we'll get into that in a second. So I just wanted to remind you guys and say thank you for all the love, sharing, and support that you show us here on Beyond Mystic. We really appreciate it. So we have a few up-and-coming shows, as you can see. There's the Divine Oracles, and we have A Break in the Clouds coming up with Penny Kelly and JC and Julie coming really soon. So lots of amazing shows. All of us girls really love making these shows as well. And we all appreciate seeing the comments and just seeing the love that you guys show us on those shows. So thank you for that as well. But first, let's get into the druzy quartz. So this is a beautiful piece. This was given to me by a good friend, and you can see it's like part of a geode. So with druzy, they usually form near where there's water. Now, it is quite a spiritual stone, and it does help working on like spiritual, emotional, metaphysical, and physical healing. Here in Victoria and in Melbourne, Australia, it's actually one of the stones I guess connected with one of the original tribes here in Victoria as well. So it's often found in spiritual places. And I wonder if you guys even maybe have a piece at home. You can see that it's kind of like a little bit more bumpy than a normal quartz. But the reason that this one came up today is because this last few days and going into this next week, not only have we had more earthquakes here in Melbourne, Australia, and across the world, but we've also had more timeline and shared kind of like dream experiences. So I'm hearing of a few people that I know that have had zombie dreams where they've had to kind of go in on an astral realm and really kind of like protect others and defeat this kind of like astral entity. Myself, I've been dreaming of different timelines where I'm like a different character version of myself surrounded by different people and operating on a whole different timeline. So we're sort of seeing that timeline merger effect take place. So I wanted to give a blind read and look into this myself because I've been waiting for this moment to share this with you guys. So we have a few different decks of cards that we'll work with today. The first one we're going to work with is the Thoth deck. So let's have a look in and see what's coming up for this week. And I should say as well, smoky quartz also helps with clearing negative entities, protection. Smoky and druzy combined is also really good for kind of putting up a boundary against like toxic situations or toxic people. The other thing that it's also really good with is protection. So it's a really great one in terms of, asking or programming it to protect you. So let's have a look into this week ahead and see what energies we're working through going into June. Okay, they've given me, they want another one. So we've got 5 cards. And you guys know I love to feel into them. So I'm just going to feel straight into these. So I'm seeing this interesting, and excuse my throat today. It's getting cold here in Melbourne. I'm seeing like a beautiful, the only word I can use to describe it is like striation. And what I mean by that, it's like a cascading waterfall type energy. And I see that that's kind of flooding in from one reality or one realm, but I'm seeing multiples of 5. So I do feel like it's that we can tap into these multiple different versions of reality at the moment. Spirit is giving me the word octave as well. So there's various different octaves to tap into. The other word that Spirit is giving is try out. So I highly encourage you guys to heavily focus on meditation this week and on focusing on connecting with other versions of self, because there's different things that other versions of you can not only teach, but show, whether it's like different gifts and different things like that. There's things that we can learn from other versions of self. So there's almost like a borrowing of energy this week, or the gateways are very, very open when it comes to being able to feel into these other realities. So we'll just feel into this. As I'm talking about it, my hand is pulsing like crazy. So you might start to get physical signs and symptoms as well. I'm getting like pins and needles, goosebumps feeling in this left hand. The left side is usually where I sort of see our connection to past or our connection to parallel realities kind of manifest and show up in conjunction with the physical. So let's flip these cards over. And some of these are beautiful cards and they represent exactly what we're talking about. So the first card that we have come to join us this week is the Star card. Now, this is my very favorite card in the deck, and it also represents the magical number 17. But what we see with her, she's an Aquarian energy, and she's holding her beautiful cup. Oh, I'm matching, just realized. It's funny. Such a pull to wear this color today. Also, if you guys are feeling drawn to wearing certain colors, there's medicine in color. So we see here she holds her cup up to the Andromedan galaxy. She's feeling it with her intuition, with her knowledge. Her hair becomes an antenna that she channels these frequencies, this knowledge, this information through her body as a physical vessel, and she pours it onto this planet. So what we also see with this is it forms into celestial crystals, which are also self-repairing. We have the beautiful rose, which is also connected with the Mary Magdalene Christ consciousness. Out of that, we see the butterflies of transformation being born. So we are about to reach a new state of psychic awareness and spiritual awareness for those that are kind of playing on these higher realities. What we also see come through is Prince of Wands. So we are going to be moving more towards this spiritual frequency and vibration. We see the lion as well. And I feel that this is specific for our Beyond Mystic family, for our circle, our soul group. So please comment below if you guys are experiencing more information and more of kind of tapping into these other realities. But what we see with the Prince of Wands as well, he is like beautiful sun energy and phoenix. So this is like the embodiment of this new reality. So please really open up to these positive, high, newer realities that are coming in this week, because we are going to be experiencing more portal energy going forth with this. We see that this is Jupiter and Capricorn. So this is really the growth and expansion happening within our personal lives, within our soul group. So, really important if you guys can get together. I know there's been a few conferences and things where you guys are getting together lately, and I love seeing that because it helps to increase and raise the vibration. But yeah, with this too, traditionally it's the man juggling. So we're sort of like juggling between which timeline we're on. So heaps more timeline stuff coming up this week. Choose the positive timeline. We also see Knight of Cups. So really about paying attention, tapping into your intuition. You're possibly going to have some offers come up that are connected, or like a heart offering come up as well. But with this, we see that he has like Archangel Michael wings. His beautiful armor is green, which is like heart chakra color. The horse has little love heart hooves as well. And the peacock represents another realm. So two of these cards to me, or three of these cards, represent kind of like being tapped into another dimension, a portal or a realm. So don't forget, you guys are portals as well. So there's a lot that you bring in terms of information and knowledge. So please be journaling this week, writing down any epiphanies that you have, any self-realizations, looking at things that no longer serve you, that you need to let go of. What we also have is my Princess of Disc, and I love her. She's Aries energy. We see that she has the yin yang, so it is about balance. So that's what we're currently also finding this week, is establishing this beautiful balance. What we see with her is she also has this wand with the octahedron on the end. Now, for me with this is in sacred geometry connected to manifestation. And this is about kind of holding our clear vision of what it is that we desire. So once you kind of, get hold of this timeline, it's about focusing, meditating on that, being in that in the moment, or feeling, you pulling that in close to you. So with her, she doesn't conform to fit reality. Reality conforms to fit her. So she really manifests more on this quantum. So we see with this, the trees actually grow upside down. So she's, looking at how things are, and she literally commands the trees to grow upside down. So I want you guys to really focus on this week, looking into different timeline potentials, looking into how can I take action towards this, because this is more, moving towards that which feels good for you guys. And with the Prince of Wands as well, I do feel spirit and your spirit guides are really kind of like whispering in your ear a little bit this week. So let's grab some clarification on this. And I always love just feeling the energy around, like with our family as I read. Interesting. They told me check the bottom, and we have the Star card again. So we've got the Star card falling over the Star card. So this is also a message specifically if you guys are in my little ET, community, Starseed community. And what I mean by that is, if you feel part of that collective, or you kind of, feel that is part of like your essence and part of why you're here, this message will be specifically for you guys. So let's also feel into what they want to clarify to do with this for this week ahead, what they want us to focus on. And I'm just hearing spirit say beyond reality, beyond reality. So I do feel they're really trying to stretch us this week to literally jump and go beyond reality. I have a lot of cards to flip over. Okay, we've got the Fool, the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and we also have the Queen of Cups and Seven of Cups. So huge journey this week. What we're seeing though with the Fool card, if I'm reading this as a feminine archetype, I like to look at it as more Alice in Wonderland. So it's stepping into this like rabbit hole, world of wonderment. This is actually about being specifically in the moment. So get time this week to be still, to receive the messages that are trying to come towards you. Spirit is literally trying very hard to give us the downloads, to give us the information, to give us new opportunities to anchor this timeline. For some of us, we might be feeling really stuck or mentally like we don't know how to break out of this. With the Hanged Man, the message that always comes through to me is we can't change or we can't solve a problem from the same level of which it's created. So you literally need to tap into and get into a new version of yourself. We have the Queen of Cups as well. So be really gentle, give yourself a lot of nourishing, a lot of nurturing this week. Your heart will literally guide the way. So for a lot of you, it's getting out of the mental mind, paying attention to communication with your heart and your gut to see through the veil of illusion. So with this Seven of Cups as well, for me, a seven is something that's often kind of like hidden or veiled in another reality. We see kind of like the Holy Spirit vibrating in this one more so than all of the other kind of physical illusion and distraction. So pay attention. Do not be distracted this week. Come to the center of your heart, literally tap into the information spirit is trying to download for you. Now, this is very specific to star seeds as well. So I do specialize and go a lot deeper into this in one-on-one sessions. So I would just pop this up. So if you guys are looking for a session, you can also go to my website, SOLRETA.com, use the little booking code below, which will give you 10% off a session. So you can see here, I have a little bit of information, internationally renowned, natural born psychic clairvoyant, but I do specialize in the paranormal, in filming UFOs and tapping into ETs and things of this nature. You can also see I have a background in natural medicine, but there's more for you guys to read on there. I also highly encourage you guys to go and check out the Sagittarius full moon singing bowl meditation. So this will be on May 31st at 3 p.m. So it'll be on tomorrow. So you'll be learning about learning experiences and soul growth, and it will be a Sagittarius full moon. So really interesting. It's going to be tapping more into looking into meaning and different things. And I always find Elena's beautiful singing bowl meditations with Janine really good way to kind of like start or kickstart the energy of the full moon or the new moon. So please check that out. And also we have, please like, share and subscribe on Beyond Mystic. And yeah, it also helps to get that information out there. We can see that the channel is also really growing, which I'm so proud of Jean-Claude and all of the amazing work that him and Julie are doing and all of our team. And let's just finish up with a beautiful Syrian star card. So let's have a look into this one's wanting to jump out. So we have self-belief and ascension. Oh, and a third one, and abundance. So these cards are actually my cards that I've drawn and made. So Self-belief, only you can fully back and believe in yourself. Now is the time. I'll just let that vibration come to you guys. We also have the Ascension card, and we can see this beautiful vibration and the light body energy. So we already exist on all levels. Keep moving towards energies and things that raise your vibration and take you higher. We also have this abundance symbol and code, and these were channeled by me. So there's codes that are imprinted in this deck. So abundance is your birthright. Expand your belief system around abundance in a positive way. So I love you guys very much. Thank you so much for joining me for this week. I look forward to seeing your comments and your experiences around timeline jumping and all of the magic that we've talked about. Bye.